Welcome to Bedtime Story Creepypasta. The snow was falling outside my window, forming a thick white blanket of Christmas over the entire street. Strings of white, green, and red lights adorned houses, yards, and trees up and down my block. Some were blinking, some were still. Giant inflatable Santa Clauses and snowmen stood guard in the front yards of many. My Christmas tree twinkled in the corner, while the lights around the ceiling and doorways provided a magical, dark Christmas atmosphere, just the way I like it. In front of me, a glass full of eggnog with cinnamon, just the way I like it. On my screen, Ebenezer Scrooge thoughtfully explained to his nephew how much of a humbug Christmas truly is. And, he's kind of right. At least today, for the most part, people are more worried about buying things than they are about the meaning and joy of Christmas. It's especially present in the commercials that try to play into your emotions about the holiday, only to end by telling you to buy their product, as if giving them your money will make you feel loved or special. I sat on my couch on this Christmas Eve, eating gingerbread cookies and washing them down with eggnog while waiting for my pizza to arrive. My melancholy dinner in my usual melancholy living room. Oh, don't worry, I'll be having Christmas dinner at my family's house tomorrow. Christmas Eve is for ordering out. You wish to be anonymous. I wish to be left alone, said Scrooge. The snow was getting pretty bad out there. I hope that the pizza guy didn't get stuck on his way, and I'd like to think that my thought was out of love for fellow humans. But it was really because I wanted that pizza. I stood in front of my picture window, watching the occasional car drive through, sometimes slipping on the freshly fallen sugar crystals lining the street, hoping that each one would be the pizza guy. I refilled my eggnog in the kitchen and headed back to the couch to continue watching. I awoke from my cinnamon-induced coma due to a loud booming sound. I sat up straight and wide-eyed on my couch, looking around, looking through my window. I then heard a loud sliding sound, followed by an avalanche of snow coming down just outside my window. The sound of chains followed. I rose, walking toward the window. A cloud of snow dust impaired my visibility, but soon I could see that something was sticking out of the snow, wisps of gold and red. What could have hit and slid down my roof, impaling itself through this fine, white, crystalline dust? I squinted, but there was no visible movement, so I decided to step outside and have a look. The air was crisp, and the wind wasn't helping. Snow blew into my eyes as I stepped cautiously through the door, donning my winter coat and boots. It was truly desolate out here now. No more cars heading home to be with their families for Christmas Eve. Everyone had undoubtedly settled down for a long winter's nap. Inspecting the aftermath in my yard, I couldn't see much more than I did from the other side of the window. But when I looked up toward my roof, a larger tale began to unravel. Strewn across my roof were several animals that appeared to be dead. They looked like, this must be some joke. My senses, they cheat me, I thought to myself. Through the assault of snow on my eyes, they looked like reindeer. And there was more. A magnificent red carriage appeared to have crash-landed on my roof. It lay in pieces, save for the main cabin, still mostly intact. I glanced back at the burial mound of snow in my yard. My lip was trembling. Already knowing what it was, I had to uncover it anyway. To know for sure, using only my hands, I began carefully wiping away bits of snow to exhume whatever spirits lie here in wait, brushing away a bit at a time. More swatches of red, as well as white material, continued to appear. It was obvious that some of the red that I saw from inside was the snow itself, drenched in the precious juice of life. When I reached what looked like the white beard, I sped up my work to uncover this man's face, in case he was still alive. My work was stopped short when I heard something behind me. I turned to look back toward the roof. It was then that a dreadful, agonizing howl came from the direction of the roof carriage. I kept silent, staring, as if waiting for an update. There I stood, frozen in time, blizzard continuing its assault upon my face, when a second guttural howl emanated from the same direction. This time, it was louder, stronger. It was then that my eyes allowed confirmation. What appeared to be a large claw, covered in dark fur, slowly reached up and over the side of the carriage. I wasn't about to stick around to find out what it was attached to. I abandoned my mission and trudged back inside as quickly as my boots would take me through the snow desert that was my yard. I slammed and locked the door, causing more snow to fall from the roof and onto the mound that I had been trying to uncover. Please pray for me, I will update you later.